I would divide what I do in two categories. One would be the production/songwriting side, which is basically anything from composing for film and TV.
Strip away the cheer. My love I crave for just one night with you.
Or for a specific artist, also producing songs, you know, it can be like a voice memo idea from an iPhone recording from an artist that wants to turn it into a fully produced record. So, you know, it takes a lot to get the songs there, and you really have to like collaborate with the artist, listening to their vision, and go through basically everything from rearranging the song, rehearsing the musicians, and capturing the greatest performances. It's a very organic process. The other side would be the engineering, sound engineering part, which could be anything from like, you know, recording voiceovers, podcasts.
Je suis la foudre, le mystère et le sang. La dernière messagère.
But very often both parts merge. So the thing about music is if you're not having fun doing it, it's pretty hard to achieve great results. And, you know, at the end of the day, music is something that connects people together, and that is meant to be shared. Like, you're not only doing music for yourself, you're always expressing yourself through music, trying to share this, you know, magical thing with other people. So I keep that in mind every time I work. I try to really get to know the people I work with on a personal level. So it's a lot of talking. That's also why I never like to, you know, bill people by the hour. Because I just think that if you're on a clock and you're looking at your watch, there's just no way you can create art. But that's just my personal opinion. The most important thing for me is to make the people I work with feel comfortable in the room so they can be themselves and give their best. To be extremely honest with you, it wasn't really a choice for me. It was just the only option, basically. I started in architecture and art. And I was in Paris, and I was doing a lot of music on the side. So I would get back home from the architecture school, and instead of working on my architecture project, I would just, you know, like record covers to upload on YouTube, and on which I had like a little following, which pushed me to do more. But yeah, I feel like it's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle. It's not really a choice. Now, obviously, there's a lot of cons that come with that lifestyle, but at the end of the day, I feel like the most successful people out there that are in this business are definitely people that just can't do anything else. Just because, you know, if I don't do music for like more than 3 days, I'm depressed. That's how it honestly feels. I would say if you're wondering whether or not you should do it, don't do it. Because as I said previously, for me, it wasn't a choice. It's like you have no other option in order to be happy. So yeah, if you're hesitating, definitely don't do it, because you'll want to give up so many times and you'll have to stay super strong and, you know, keep putting the hours, keep working very hard and failing an insane amount of times without giving up before you actually get some positive results. So yeah, there's no room for doubt, even though you will doubt yourself. But the reason why I'm saying this is like, if you already doubt yourself before starting, chances are that once you start to fail, you are going to give up. Know what you're getting into. It's a lot of suffering. It's a lot of rewarding moments and experiences too. But yeah, it's not an easy path. It's definitely not an easy path. And just follow your gut. If you feel like you have no other options, do it. Otherwise, yeah, you're better off somewhere else. As far as advices, once you choose to actually pursue music as your career, I would say collaborate. Don't be eager to do everything on your own. Collaborate with a lot of people. One of my managers told me a few years back, if you're the most talented person in the room, you're in the wrong room. And it's actually a great advice, because always try to work with people that you think are better than you. Each person obviously has a lot to give and to bring in a room, but it's very important to try to learn from people that are better than you. Try to, to be challenged by these people to basically reach goals you never thought you'd be able to do. So don't sit on your achievements and put your ego aside. You always learn. Even from people that are worse than you, there's always a lesson that you get from each session, and I think it's a very important thing. So be flexible, always do your best. Don't, underestimate anyone you're working with. And even if it's not a person you're enjoying working with, during that session with this person, try to give your best to make the most out of it, by respect to your time and to their time. I would say that being a musician and a singer first helped me a lot, especially in communicating with vocalists and singers. Several times, I've been complimented on how easy it was to work with me when it came to like vocal production mainly, just because I know how it's like to be behind the mic. And I worked with different producers when I was recording as a singer, and several times I was like, oh, I wish this person could understand this, or I wish this producer like mixed my, headphone mix this way so I could perform better. And sometimes you try to communicate these things, but most artists are not necessarily willing to say what's bothering them. So a lot of times it has an impact on their performances. As a producer now, I always try to put myself in the artist's shoes. So I always try to tweak their headphone mixes or try to make it easy for them basically to give their best performances. And, today with like a lot of companies like Splice, where most producers are like, I call them bathroom producers, where they could literally be making beats in their bathrooms, just grabbing loops and putting them together. I think that it's very important to have musicianship, to understand like music theory, and to be able to, write a song on an instrument during a session. Sometimes a loop can be very inspiring, but sometimes it just doesn't work, and you gotta be flexible, be able to pick an instrument and just, create a vibe from there. And to me, personally, I think the best songs are the ones that can be played on a guitar or on a piano from the beginning to the end and still be entertaining.
Will be a better place for you.